What is up, you guys? Tacky here. Welcome to our first Blue Protocol class breakdown video. Before we begin, it should be noted that all information we're about to provide is subject to change and based on the closed alpha test version of the game and what was announced during the first and second official Blue Protocol development livestream. A huge shout out also goes to the team working on the Blue Protocol database website. Now, with that being said, let's jump right into it. The Aegis Fighter is a close-range melee combat class that wields a sword and a shield. Balanced in both offense and defense, this class aims to protect not only itself, but also the party. With high survivability, taunts, and damage mitigation-based skills, it puts the Aegis Fighter at the tank role. Despite that, customization to our character's skills is expanding, so it's highly possible that we could see some changes making the class versatile in other areas, allowing players to put together some really unique and interesting builds upon the game's release, or the closed beta test version, which arrives next month. First up in this breakdown is the stats. The Aegis Fighter boasts the highest starting endurance and defensive power out of the four classes, with its strength coming in first alongside the Twin Striker and its recovery power sitting in a whopping third, losing to the Spellcaster who sits in first, while its remaining stats such as dexterity, intelligence, spirit, attack, critical chance, and critical damage all place last. Despite its low stat appeal, it should be noted that some of the other classes' stats sit within a range that is obtainable by the Aegis Fighter, and due to the skills and the nature of the class itself, it should not be underestimated, especially since this is at level 1. When it comes to skills, all classes can have a total of 4 normal skills slotted. This does not include the ultimate skill. Each class also has a main and sub-action skill. These action skills are your primary and secondary means to attack and or to defend yourself, and are class specific, so they will vary per class. It should be noted that all class skills besides the ultimate can be upgraded a total of 2 times on the skill board / skill tree, and after the last upgrade is made, players will unlock skill modifiers, allowing them to further enhance and change those skills to fit their preferred playstyle. Now onto what kind of skills the Aegis Fighter has at its disposal. As mentioned before, there are 2 action skills. First up is the main action skill, which has been assigned to left click. It totals as a 4-hit combo, and on the combo's 4th hit, it will deal additional damage and apply a damage reduction debuff on the enemy, while the sub-action skill, which has been assigned to right click, allows the player to block incoming attacks until its endurance gauge hits 0. What's the endurance gauge? Each class has a specific gauge tied into it. For the Aegis Fighter, it is the endurance gauge. This allows the class to perform its secondary action skill. Should the gauge reach 0, the guard will be broken and you will be unable to block temporarily. The Aegis Fighter can also activate a counter mode by left clicking while the shield is up. Think of this as a special action. Now onto our normal class skills. First up, we have Shield Charge. Shield Charge will launch an attack by bashing your shield into enemies in front of you. This attack does stun enemies hit, and it cannot be used in a shield up or a guard broken state. Blow Beat. Blow Beat will launch a shockwave attack in a circular area around you. Enemies hit will be granted a taunt debuff. Divide Slash. Divide Slash is an attack that releases 2 quick energy-based slashes that penetrate enemies in front of you. Fortress. Fortress is a skill that grants a guard up buff status effect to oneself for a fixed amount of time. It cannot be used in a shield up or a guard broken state. Judgment Shield. Judgment Shield is the ultimate skill. It will launch a shockwave light attribute attack to the area in front of you. You will also receive a buff that recovers your endurance gauge when using skills, and when you successfully guard an attack, it will slightly shorten the cooldown of the ultimate. There is also a healing ability that each class is outfitted with, but it has since changed, and for the sake of the video, we will refrain from speaking on it until it has been finalized to some degree. Other than that, that's going to be it for the video, everyone. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon for notifications and more information regarding Blue Protocol when it arrives. And until next time, everyone.